I'm Michael Diamond. This is Muscle Central. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Share, subscribe, turn on your notifications, and leave a comment. Okay, I'm going to get a little flack for this one, but here goes. Arnold Schwarzenegger, I feel, as a bodybuilder, is overrated. Now, let me get this out right away. As far as Arnold's contributions to bodybuilding, other than the Weeders, there's nobody that's done more for the sport than Arnold. He has his Arnold Classics all across the globe. The original Arnold Classic, Ohio, is bodybuilding's second biggest show. They give out $300,000 for the first place in the open division. Like I said, his contributions are immeasurable. There's no debating on that. But the truth is, physique-wise, there were some issues. Now, okay, you're going to say that he won 7 Olympias. Well, his 7th Olympia, his comeback Olympia in 1980, is probably the most controversial Olympia that we've had. It was a doozy. I'll get to that shortly. But let's look at his other victories. One of his victories, it was only 2 competitors. Another one of his victories, he was the only competitor. So we got right off the bat, we got the big 1980 controversy. Then we have 2 shows, one where there's only 2 competitors and one where he's the only competitor. How can you really rate that? It's not his fault by any means. That's just the way it is. Now let's take a look at his physique. Now he has a great physique. I'm not saying that he had a bad physique, but he was flawed. But he was also good at covering up his flaws. First off, his legs. We talk about Brandon Curry in this day and age, in the 2020s, his legs not matching his upper body. Arnold's legs didn't match his upper body either. He had a great chest. His biceps, which is also 2 body parts that he's probably known the best for, are his chest and his biceps. His biceps were not balanced by any means. It's not talked about, but if you look, I forget whether it's the right arm, left arm, which one is which. But if you look at him in his double biceps pose, it's most noticeable in the front double biceps pose. The way the biceps tie in to the on the elbow side and on the shoulder side on one arm is not the same on the other arm. One arm, his biceps almost go from the elbow, the nook of the elbow, the crook of the elbow, all the way to the shoulder. And on the other arm, not quite. That arm, the bicep is more peaked. That's really what gives, by the way, that's what gives the biceps its peak. The shorter biceps has potential to have a much better peak due to the nature that the tie-ins are different. So most of the time, a bodybuilder either has a long bicep where it runs from elbow to shoulder or somewhere in between. And it's usually balanced on both sides, but his isn't. By judging criteria, that should be, although it's not his fault, nothing you can do about it, that's simply his genetics, that should be marked down. His arms, his biceps were great, but he was lacking in the triceps, and to be honest, his shoulders were a little small for his arms in general. Yeah, he had a beautiful physique to look at, but I'm talking about on the stage using judging criteria, evaluating the physique. He had flaws. He was very charismatic on the stage. That probably helped a lot. I'm not going to say that the readers favored him, although they might have. But it is what it is. Now let's go to the 1980 Mr. Olympia, the most controversial Mr. Olympia in history. First off, the 3 years before that Olympia, he was a co-promoter of those Olympias. To me, that it's a little bit of a conflict of interest. The judging panel, 2 or 3 of the judges on the judging panel were close friends with him. Yes, our friends are who they are, but it's still an issue. Most people thought he should have lost that Olympia. So let's get back to the heart of this video. Arnold Schwarzenegger being overrated as a bodybuilder. Yes, he is. There are flaws in his physique that for whatever reason seem to be overlooked by people. And that's my opinion. You might like it or you might not like it. Once again, I'm not dismissing everything that he's done for bodybuilding. Like I said, other than the Weeders, nobody's done more for bodybuilding than Arnold Schwarzenegger. As a bodybuilder, on stage, competing, I say he is overrated. If you agree, disagree, let me know in the comments section. This is Michael Diamond. I'd like to thank you for watching Muscle Central.